John knew that I was in Vegas and had every opportunity on Friday night. You know, he says he has my address. He says he's going to come to my house. You know, so I don't know. I don't know address. So I don't know. I don't know what address he has. I don't know where he's going to go. You know, so many people give John fake information. They give him right information. So many people. There are people who email me regularly with like creepy information about me. I couldn't tell them they're incorrect if I wanted to. They don't believe it. They think they know what they know, and you couldn't change their mind if they want. It's like you know, with the basement stuff or the like.
And stuttering a moron believes anything anyone tells him if it's what he wants to hear. The other thing is, Melton got in touch, texted or emailed John and told him, I'm not going to be home from 2 o'clock on. Of course, John shows up when he's not there. He had it all. He planned it, you know.
You know, he rents a thing from his roommate or whatever. Like, yeah, man, you know, I guess. So, I don't have a clue what's going on. Friday night, I think I was up like till 1 a.m. Friday night. I got done with the show around 10 or 11 or something. You know, there was no sign of stuttering John. John didn't show up. I had no update. I didn't know what was going on. I slept in Saturday morning. Saturday morning around 10, I wake up. I hear Stuttering John's going live with a message from Melton. So as soon as John goes live, everybody figures out the hotel he's in is New York, New York. And I've got the car, and I've got a few hours. So I just go, yeah, it's 10 minutes away. I go down in New York, New York. It's right on the end of the strip. Locals get a park free for 3 hours. And I go into the bar there. I know the bar well. We had an NLO show in this bar 15, 17 years ago. 9 Fine Irishmen in the New York, New York. And my whole thing is like, I'll just go sit at the bar, just like at the Borgata, and he'll come down and scream and start shit and get thrown out. I'm going to sit at the bar and just be calm. He'll come down. He'll scream and start shit. And it'll be game on. I didn't have a plan to stand up. I was going to let him do his fucking thing. So I'm down there. I let him know. I was on the way through a super chat. I let him know when I was there through a super chat. The chat was telling him when I was there that I was down there. Now, look, I can't go up to his room without a key. I can't go to the gym without a key. But this was around 11:50 that I got there, I think. And I said, I'll give it an hour. I told him I was going to stay till 1 p.m. By the time I got to the bar, maybe it might have been a little less than an hour. I told him I'm going to stay till 1 p.m. And everyone told him this. Through super chats, he brought him up. Melton's downstairs. Now, again, it's just full bait. Again, I'm admitting I don't want to fight John. No one wants to get in a fight. I'm not a fighter. But I knew he'd blow up. I knew he'd scream, they're trashing my kids. He's making fun of my trans kids. I knew he'd just scream that in the bar and look nuts and get kicked out. If I was just down in a bar and he walked up and started that, apropos of nothing, out of nowhere, unprovoked, I knew it would blow the fuck up. So he finds out, by 12:30, I think he finds out I'm in the bar. And he just starts going, I can't go down there right now. I got to go to the gym, and then I got to get lunch, and then Vegas Beer Sales Jerry is meeting me, and I'm going to your house. So I was saying this the whole time. I think I was saying this before I even headed down there. I was saying this the whole day. I'm leaving at 2 p.m. I have to leave at 2 p.m. Hard out. I will not be at my house. He needed to know this. I will not be at my house past 2 p.m. I just won't be. Like, come on. So again, this was supposed to be Thursday, I thought. Then it was Friday. And again, he was here in Vegas all night Friday. So when he finds out that I'm down in the lobby till 1, he does his show. He says, I'm not going. At 1 p.m., he starts to wrap up his show. Again, this is all on John's show. You can go watch it. At 1 p.m., he starts wrapping up his show. And I let the cat out of the bag. I go, joke's on you. I'm going to be here another 15 minutes. Because I knew he'd do that. I knew the minute he'd stay.
Typical John. bullshit, lies, and scared, running scared. He's just a little wussy.
On the air until I had to go. And I'm not kidding. The minute I was like, all right, well, 5 minutes, he goes, all right, we're going to wrap up here, and started wrapping up. And then I go, good news, John, I lied. I'm here for 15 more minutes downstairs. And then John proceeded to read free chats for another 10 minutes to stall for time. And then again, the reason he couldn't come down was because he has to go to the gym. I always go to the gym right before I'm going to go beat a guy's ass. I always like to make sure all my muscles are just completely shredded and expended. It doesn't even make sense. So anyway, I have to leave at a certain point. I got to pick up the fam. We got to roll out. So I leave. I go home, pack up my car, load in the dog, load in everybody. We're out. I got dinner plans in Palm Springs. I got to be in Palm Springs. It's already, like traffic.
The funny part is John drives around what he thinks is Melton's neighborhood, complaining about what a shithole it is in a slum, and Sheet Chitterson toured John's neighborhood, where he's afraid to go out at night because he's in the hood. He's the only white guy. And it's total hood, slum, hood, nasty neighborhood. And John's talking about other people's neighborhoods, which is look more industrial than slum inner city hood, where John lives, in a basement, where he litters in the backyard and puts all his junk, and he's a pig. 500 square foot studio without a refrigerator.
It's already bad enough. The construction's already bad enough. I gotta get going. So I leave and make it there. It's pretty uneventful. I'm not hearing anything from anybody all day. It's around 6:30 p.m., I think, and my phone starts vibrating in my pocket. And I'm out to dinner, and I take it out. It's Rocco and Carl. It's a group chat. And it's all the videos that John is posting out in front of my house. Driving around my neighborhood. Showing off, and just the embarrassing state, the trailers, portables, trailers, and, the cars on blocks, and the rabid dogs that are loose, and the weeds. And I'm watching all these videos, and I'm just like, what?
Not like John's hood, inner city, slum, where he can't go out at night. That's why he has things delivered. He's afraid to go out at night in that neighborhood. Take a look. Steve Chitterson did a tour of the neighborhood. John is so full of shit. It's unbelievable. The guy's nuts. The guy is completely out of his mind.
The fuck is going on? And then, by the way, the memes are starting. There's one where it's like set to the Sopranos music. People are editing this. I'm watching it in Stuttering John. And we'll watch the videos here now. But, yeah, I'm not in town. I don't really have a full idea of what's happened until I get, in front of a computer and get back to internet, which is around 9:30, 10 at night, where I can really take this all in and start seeing everything you guys have seen that's occurred in front of my house.
Hit the like button.
Does he ever say where he got the address? Does he ever talk about who?
Vegas beer sale Jerry. Who would know? John says he would know where you live. He must deliver beer to your door. Vegas beer sale Jerry.
Who gave him this address? Because this is the speculation and where everybody's kind of at right now. They're like, is that your house or not, Melton? Is that your house or not? And I've thought about it. I've thought about my answer very carefully. The thing is, so it either is or isn't my house. If it is my house, I'd be stupid to tell you it's my house. But if it is my house, I'd be stupid to tell you it's not my house. But if it isn't my house, I'd also be stupid to tell you it's not my house. But if it's not my house, I'd also be dumb to tell you it is my house, because then more people might go do something to it, and it's just some poor innocent guy. I don't know. I'm really torn between it all. I don't.
Look at this midget arguing with a house. He's so freaking stupid, this guy. And he thinks we're all going to fall for his bullshit. We all know he's full of crap. And he's going there when no one's there. And he doesn't even know if it's the right place. Vegas beer sales Jerry, his hero. Guy has beer. It's his hero. Tells him where things are. He believes it, of course.
It's hard.
And he's arguing with a house. And he's losing.
Hard to tell. All the houses here look alike. I don't recall.
He's having an epileptic fit in the street. Look at him. Mr. Gorilla. He thinks he's a boxer. He's such a loser.
Pieces of a boombox in my street coming home. I don't remember. A warehouse. If it is my house.
Look how he bends over to pick something up. Was he 80 years old? He's in the top shape of his life. He's going to fight everybody. The guy can't even bend over. Bends his knees and squats like a little girl. And then he gets up. It's so oblivious. It's so obvious what a dumbass he is. He's out of shape. He's a midget. He's fat. And he's stupid. And he says the exact opposite about everything. Here we go. Let's keep going.
There'd be so much embarrassing footage of John. Right? I do, it's no...
Let's look at him bend over again.
I don't recall pieces of a boombox in my street coming home. I don't remember.
Look at this.
A warehouse. If it is my house, there'd be so much embarrassing footage of John. Right? I do, it's no secret that I have surrounded with cameras and security protocols and whatnot. If it was my house, there'd be so much embarrassing footage of John coming out from different angles and stuff. So it's just hard to say at this point, with this whole
Can you imagine if Patty called the police and the stuttering John's out there with his hands?
Can you imagine? We don't need to imagine. Let's just say it and then laugh like it happened.
His hips, come out. They'd be like, just, what, really?
It's just dumb either way. I thought about it. It's dumb either way. It's dumb if I tell you it's my house. It's dumb if I tell you it's not my house. It's dumb if I... And by the way, it doesn't even matter what the truth in there is. First of all, no one's going to believe it either way. Second of all, he doesn't even have a house, just like a wife. He rents a basement. So why even get into it? Can I tell you the truth? Can I tell you what the plan was? The real plan? Because first of all, this was supposed to be Friday. On Friday, when we were live, I really, really believed we knew he was in Vegas, and I thought if we go live and he does know where I live, he'll come. He'll come. And I had 3 super soakers that I bought for Hackamania that we never used. And during the day Friday on that afternoon, I filled those super soakers up. My plan, this is 100% real. The whole plan is if John showed up, and I did have the cameras up and stuff watching on Friday night, the plan was if John rolled up to my house, I was literally going to walk out with a super soaker under each arm and just spray the fuck out of him. Someone in the chat said spray him with a hose. would be funny. And I was like, oh, if you only fucking knew. I really like, because I can't think of anything funnier. I joked about guns and weapons and stuff. If you're standing in someone's yard and they just start spraying you with water, you're just going to run. There's nothing else you can do. You can't charge the person. That's not a weapon. You're not going to start a fight over it. And I just thought the video was silly. Like, she's right. Like, almost walking out and having any confrontation of any kind would be like, it's just going to look stupid. God forbid a fight, it did come to fisticuffs in a fight. It would look insane. The internet would be laughing their ass off. Of course. I think I'd murder him, but it's not going to look good. I don't have good form. You know what I mean? It's not going to be great. It's locale versus locale. So, literally, I thought the funniest thing to do, and it would just be funny to walk out with squirt guns and just be, no, not with piss. No, just straight water. They were ready to go. They were ready to go Friday. They were ready to go Saturday. I just wasn't home. And so, I thought that would be the funniest thing to do. He walks up, spray him, and, like all the way, get off the sidewalk, you know what I mean? Like, go crazy. And, that didn't happen. Friday came and went. It didn't happen. And then cut to this. And again, I didn't even see this. The part where he's walking up, I hadn't seen this video yet. I haven't seen all these. Because there's several. I guess he's filming them and that lady's filming them. So there's like multiple cameras and multiple angles. Oh, by the way, we got word how John knows it's my house for sure. Okay. This is how John knows for sure it's my house.
Yo, those are nice. Hold on one second.
Candace, what's
my house? This is from Twitter. I have not seen this. I guess this is the hotel he was in last night. Wow. Okay. Bing. All right, here's John explaining how he knows it's my house.
Again, and then this fucking sorcerer. This guy's a fucking idiot.
Okay. The guy with a medical license? All right, let's hear it.
Oh, maybe it's the wrong house. No, it wasn't.
It's amazing. That's only a few months ago. His nose today looks like W.C. Fields. Here it looks semi-normal. But his whole face is bloated. Alcohol dementia and poisoning. Howard Stern, 35 years ago, said John was an alcoholic. Look at him now. I'm not an alcoholic. I only drink beer, light beer. Well, 20 cans of light beer a night doesn't matter what it is. Drink 20 bottles of water a night, your brain will explode.
I mean, okay, let's hear it.
Vegas Beer Sales Jerry sells beer in Melton's neighborhood.
Vegas Beer Sales Jerry sells beer in Melton's neighborhood.
That explains it.
Like door to door? Like, I don't even know what that means. How do I know it's his address? Vegas Beer Sales Jerry sells beer in his neighborhood. And Melton is his number one customer. They leave it on the porch in a bottle. Beer man's here. Like, I don't even... Vegas Beer Sells Jerry sells beer in his neighborhood. All right.
And he knows Melton's address. And he lives in Vegas. And we went to Melton's house.
John, how do you know? What signs were there that was my house? I don't I'm willing to listen. I mean, I'm trying to be convinced too. It's tough to tell from the video.
John is starting to look like a 1930s vaudeville performer. Look at him. Look at this moron. As Anthony would say, this slob, this low IQ, useless, deadbeat father, slob, pig.
Wait. Oh, there's a guy who sells beer near the seashore.
I told him.
Okay? Vegas beer sells Jerry. You don't think he knows where Melton lives?
No, I don't.
You don't think Vegas beer sales Jerry knows where Melton lives?
Vegas beer sales knows where
What?
everybody lives.
These guys are idiots. And then they think that I'm holding a skateboard?
Everyone in Vegas, he knows where they live.
The whole time I was going to do the say anything bit.
Why? Are you in love with me?
Say anything was courting a girl, stupid.
Say anything is the bit where John Cusack holds the boombox over his head after he gets out of a Chevy Malibu. Back when they were supercars. And plays In Your Eyes to a girl he's in love with and wants to fuck. That's what you were going to do? Do you want to fuck me? Or is it like when Rocky ran to the top of the steps with the boombox and turned around and said, "Hey, Clubber Lang." All right, put on In Your Eyes now. Hold on, the Bluetooth's connecting. You got it? You don't have a signal? Well, hurry up, my battery's gonna die. Hold on. I was gonna do the... I don't know whether I want it to be my house or not now.
Again. And then this fucking sorcerer. This guy's a fucking idiot. Oh, maybe it's the wrong house. No, it wasn't. Vegas beer sales Jerry sells beer in Melton's neighborhood.
Somebody in the check.
John, you're burping and drooling uncontrollably. Don't you think something's wrong? You stupid asshole. You didn't go to the doctor. You said you did. You're a liar. You didn't. If you went to the doctor, they would check you into the hospital and said, "We got to work on this guy." Don't you realize this? You know, you're burping uncontrollably. You're drooling uncontrollably. You're out of breath when you stand up and sit down. Unbelievable. You know, everyone knows it, but you, stupid.
That's not how they sell beer. What? It doesn't even make sense. Well, they pull up the Schwann's truck? What are you talking about? Beer here! They have a song like the ice.
A beer guy would only sell to commercial establishments. He doesn't deliver it door to door, stupid. You know, the bars, retail outlets, grocery stores. But you doesn't go to your house and deliver beer. John, you're a moron and an idiot with a 70 IQ. Come on. We all know it, but you.
Cream truck. Da-ding, 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 dong.
And he knows Melton's address. And he lives in Vegas.
Well, that explains it.
Well, never mind.
And we went to Melton's house.
Fuck.
Okay? Vegas beer sold Jerry. You don't think he knows where Melton lives?
No.
I mean, we don't know who Vegas beer sales Jerry is. So what do we know about what he knows? We know that he talks to you. And most people who talk to you are Vince the lawyer. That's what we know. That's all I know.
Anybody who talks to John is trolling him and telling him he's an asshole and telling him what a loser he is and giving him $1 to say so. He repeats it for $1, $2. He's the biggest dumbass in the world.
He sells beer in Melton's neighborhood. Fuck.
Hit the like button. and below.